to going about. Now today I'll be going about the M10000. Now the M10000 was the second streamlined passenger train to enter service in the US. Now it's part of the Lionel Century Club, or at least the model is, not the actual train. But basically this was made from 2001 to 2005, and it honestly is a really well made set. I mean, especially for sitting in the box for so long. I think there was some sort of dry rot going on because the motor has a lot of wheel slip that I don't see on any other model. Like, for example, if you were to start it up and use a conventional controller, it will just slip a little bit and then finally go. It's maybe something to do with it being built in 2001. But otherwise, this set has been superb. Starting with the front of the locomotive here, you can see there is a rubber bumper, and then there are two fans inside. They do not spin, but they do look pretty cool while stationary. On top of that, you have two green indicator lights, and you have a main headlight on top here with two conductors, and I don't know, yes, you can see it in the video. You can see that there are two wiper indents into the plastic windshield there. Now, along the locomotive, you'll realize that there are a ton, and I mean a ton of rivets along the entire locomotive, including the passenger cars. And I will change the angle and let's look at the side. Side of the locomotive here, you can see that the grab iron is separate from the car, along with the windows being blacked out so that you don't see the electronics inside. Down the side of the locomotive, you'll see more grab irons along with a door there for the post office, the moving post office. And you can also see the three windows here and the individual grates here, and then there's one more out of camera there. Anyway, now time to move on to the top of the locomotive. Now on top here, there is another glass headlight. I'll call it a headlight. It's not really a head, but it is shining towards the sky. And there are two horns here, a ton of smokestacks there, and just a ton of vents on top of the locomotive. And the vestibule, which you can pop out, and I'll show you how to do that. Onto the sleeper car here. The sleeper car is a $50 add-on on eBay, and you can see here there are some grates on the side of the sleeper car, and there are people inside of the sleeper car with some brown benches there. I believe it's just a ton of little tiny rooms with not much detail, but it is a pretty good add-on if you're just trying to make your train look. Now, the vestibules are good for this train because they keep electricity throughout the entire set of cars constant, so you don't have any really bad light flicker. But you do eventually get some pitting there from just running the train fast, or even just running the train in general, because there is nothing actually protecting this. I guess nothing protecting the paint. Also, how it works is there's a metal bit there, and then the top touches to this bit here, and this basically works as a clamp. You push down and then just attach to this, and you're good. Now, I believe maybe it's positive and negative. I do have to look at the manual some more, but it works just like the Pioneer Zephyrs vestibules, and it honestly works, like I said before, very well. Now the coach car here also doesn't have too much to show, but there is a bit more detail inside of the car. You've got rows of seats, and you also have a blued out window there and a couple vents on the top. Now the coach buffet car is one of the most unique parts of the set, as it's got what looks to be maybe a kitchen or a toilet back there, and a very nice, I'm gonna just call it an Auburn speedtail because it looks like one. Now it's got two indicator lights on both sides, and it's got a couple of vents, actually just, a couple of vents on the top here. It's got three, and that's about it for this train. You are cleared for departure.